Hey all, Binks here, and today we're Surfin USA. The deck is Surfer Patriot. The goal of the deck is to do a Patriot game plan and a Surfer game plan all meshed together in one. This is really nice because it gives us two different win cons, so if we don't draw one or the other, we can still find ways to win. We're not really just going down one lane. The other great reason to play these two decks together is because there's so many 3-drops that fit into both decks. So we have Mystique that can copy our Patriot. It's also a 3-drop. Patriot obviously gets the Surfer buff. Brood works incredibly with both these cards. It makes 3-3-drops for Surfer, and it makes 2 tokens for Patriot. Absolutely phenomenal. Just a killer of a card in this deck. Cosmo is just a great tech option to stop our opponents. We have Debris, which is a 3-drop herself, so she gets the buffs, but also gives us rocks and our opponents rocks. So it's disruption, token generation, 3-drop all in one. And then finally, Cyclops is just a vanilla 3/4. So really working well together. For the rest of the deck, we have the small drop vanilla cards, so Wasp, Misty Knight, and Shocker. And the real kicker is Absorbing Man. 4 energy, 3 power, on reveal. If the last card you played has on reveal ability, this card copies it. This is the first deck where I think Absorbing Man 100% is great. Now, it already works really great with just being another Surfer. So sometimes we can play Sarah on 5 and then Surfer and Absorbing Man on 6. Sometimes it can fit our Brood, so it will create 2 3-drops when it creates when it copies Brood. So it'll create 2 3-power 3-drops, which again helps with our Patriot game plan, helps with our Surfer game plan. But the coolest thing it did is work with Debris, so it can take Debris' ability and just give us more rocks, gives us some really annoying disruption for our opponents. I really liked this version of the deck. I love having Sarah on the end to finish things off. This deck obviously does get hit pretty hard by Leech, but as you'll see in some of these clips, it absolutely dumpsters on Leader. This deck can absolutely help you climb. It's really strong. There's a lot of cool ideas going for it. A lot of people have seen this deck, so it's not going to surprise too many people, and a lot of people will retreat and play in a way that's against you because they know what's coming. But the power level of this deck is so great that I really think it's one of the best decks to go on ladder with. As always, if you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, check down below. If you're not, make sure to subscribe for more daily Marvel Snap content. Catch you live at twitch.tv/binks_plays. Enjoy. Goose. We really don't have any big cards, so Goose is totally fine. Wakandan Embassy. So we have priority. Snapped, huh? I'm gonna hit their Brood. They hit their Brood, we're in a little bit of trouble. However, if they're gonna play their Brood, they're probably gonna play it middle, right? Did we do it? Did we do it? Did we call him out? Let's go! Nice snap, dude! Oh, baby. Oh, man, do I love this game. Holy, this game is awesome. Holy, this game is awesome, dude. Oh. Dude, it's absolute read. He's shook. They're shook, dude. They're shook. There's no way it's Cerebro 2. It could be, but I don't think they would snap on a Baxter building with their Cerebro 2. Seems like not a good idea. Maybe it is Cerebro 2. Storm's gonna be a little bit more likely. If we get Mystique over there, we can get our Surfer off. We should be fine. Zhong. Juggy? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, there's no way they can get plus. Oh no, it's definitely not. It's definitely some Surfer shenanigans. But there's no way they beat us on Baxter building, and then we're adding +3 right as well. Maybe we just go Cyclops Brood. I don't think we need the Surfer, right? The Brood makes 8 power, right? Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, fine. What the heck? It's a little bit spooky. Maybe it was worth the Surfer, but I think we beat him either way. I'm saying, bruh. Pretty good. Overlay, thank you. I think we just Brood Absorbing Man and then play a bunch of Patriots. Seems good. Good spot to drop that. We sneak the Wasp in here? I think we can. I think it's totally fine to sneak the Wasp in there. Yeah. Bass is in my store. We only have 2K collection tokens. Depends on where you're at on I feel like what I recommend, if you're in Series 3, just get Series 3 cards that you want. I don't think you have to worry too much about doing too much other stuff. We just Sarah? Sarah and then like triple Patriot as a joke. We'll see. They could do some like crazy lockdown stuff here. Thanks for keeping it real and avoiding toxic content. Of course. Thanks, Slap. We get dumpster by Profex here. Oh, they have the good Sarah. We're at 8, right? It's better than their Surfer. I don't know what else they could have though. They just have single Surfer to play. I guess Ironheart Surfer is a bit spooky, but Ironheart they still need 2 triggers. But then we could still just win. Like we're adding 10 left. Adding a bunch middle. Maybe Cosmo? I don't think we need a Cosmo. I think Cyclops to give us a better chance of winning Strange Academy is much better. They could also just play middle. How did I get so cool? I don't know, ligature marks. I guess it's just in my DNA, bro. I'm sure you meant that out of kindness, but it sounded very funny. I literally don't have any 1 or 2 drops. It's quite funny. Close one, chat. Yeah, that's what's so cool. That's what's cool about the token shop. You know, there's a lot of negative. Come on, let's go! We have a gamer! We have a gamer! Let's go! Dude, it always warms my heart. It warms my heart. You tell me your random Patriot won it. My random Patriot absolutely won that game. Yeah. If we didn't have the random Patriot, we lost that game 100% of the time. Dude, it makes me so happy that this is like a thing. I definitely wasn't the only person, but I was definitely, when Ego first came out back in like July, I was one of the first people on all the Discord servers to be pushing like, yo dude, Ego, you snap, you play the game out 100% of the time. You don't even think about it. Sick Mystique. Sick Mystique. Hope Ego doesn't kill himself. Yeah, it's always something you gotta be worried about. I don't know if we're gonna win right. Unless they brood right. Brooding right would be sick. That's fine too. It's actually really good. I also never retreat. If my opponent snaps back, I will never retreat on Ego. If my opponent doesn't snap back, sometimes I do. They're a Patriot deck too? What is going on? I think we're aiming to win left and mid here. I guess maybe we can win right. Potentially we could win right. We'll get Cosmoed. Get Cosmoed. Come on, Ego. Oh, wait. That would have been really good for me. Bad dog. Bad dog. Bad dog. Bad dog. Play the Surfer. Play the Surfer. Play the Surfer. You piece. Okay. Spooky. Spooky. They go left? Oh, let's go. Let's go, Ego. Wait, we might have won right too? Nah, not enough. Ah! Oh, GG's, dude. What a gamer. What a gamer. Sticking it through, even though they probably knew that they never won. GG's. Thank you, Fantasizer. I appreciate your ego integrity. Way too yeah, see, yeah, Myth, you don't snap on ego because it's the optimal thing to do. Just like in Rocket League, there's this thing called Rule 1 in Rocket League, and it actually happened in a World Championship match. So in like the highest competitive level of Rocket League, there's a rule where if you and another car hit in front of each other and you get locked, you stay that way until something else happens. And there was a World Championship match for like, I think it was like $100,000+ prize pool in the finals, and two people locked up and they did Rule 1 and they just stood there. And the crowd went freaking insane. And I feel like snapping on you is kind of like the Rule 1 in Marvel Snap. That's what I like to look at it as. We're gonna snap here. We have really good ways of getting into Death's Domain. I almost am considering debrising right. What do you think about debrising right? Lowering their options like crazy for the rest of the game. I don't really like it. Is this crazy? I love it. Fun is also subjective, yeah. I mean, no one has to do it if they don't want to, right? Okay, this is huge for us. This is definitely the play. This is definitely the play. They can only play 2 cards the rest of the game. They have destruction stuff, we're in a bit of trouble, but it's pretty rare, I would say. Ego should just snap? No, I think everyone should have a choice. I don't think you should be forced to do anything you don't want to, right? If we have Absorbing Man here, ooh, baby. Now we just win left. I don't know what they're gonna do. Just Absorbing Man left. It's just 2 bodies, gets us to 9, but Surfer will be at like 16. Then we can just play the Surfer right. Worry about Leech here? How do we deal with Leech here, chat? Can we deal with Leech? If opponent plays Leech middle, then we can just beat him middle. I'm scared of Leech though, I'm not gonna lie. If they Leech us, they get to 8, and we don't have the power to get to beat them. They could Leech right, yeah. Say Leech doesn't exist. Only Magics. Very interesting. Still does work, by the way, if these cards die. Mystique, Taskmaster, all the cards do it the same way. Okay, now I'm scared of Leech. So now I want to just go here. And then any of the cards that they hit will get buffed by Mystique Patriot. Wonder if they would add a location that does its own snap. I would hope not. I don't think that would be healthy for the game. Wait, we're not ahead? Oh, that's spooky. Get bunked by Cosmo here. If they Cosmo middle. The rock's just better than Cosmo, huh? How can I play this rock? Okay. Oh, I can't play because it's one cost. Yeah, that makes sense. If they play Cosmo here, then we tie them middle and then we win the tiebreaker. As long as they don't play also a bunch of power right. So I think we're fine. Yeah, they also can't Cosmo middle now. Yes. GG's. Yeah, I don't think 4 snaps would be healthy for the game. I feel like that would be a really bad play experience. Obviously with Cosmos, there's no way to counteract it. Yeah, but you can only play it in one lane. You know what I mean? You can counteract it by playing in any of the the other 2 lanes. It's like if Cosmo was like your opponent can't play on reveals on all the lanes, yeah, it's terrible. But the big cool thing about Marvel Snap when I think tech cards are cool is that 1, tech cards are mirrored, so they affect you as well. It's not like your opponents can't play on reveal. It's no one can play on reveals here. So it kind of is a bit of a detriment to you. A lot of decks will run Cosmo. Like we're running Cosmo, we have a bunch of on reveals, right? So it's like it can be tough for us if our opponent puts us in a bad spot. You can also move Cosmo with Magento, but if you move Cosmo with Magento, you're usually not doing anything else that turn. So it's like it's interesting. Like I think we had a really good conversation about it. I was on a podcast the other day. 2 days ago? Yesterday? 2 days ago? What the hell did I do about 2 days ago? 2 days ago I was on a podcast. It was really interesting. We had like really good, detailed conversation about tech cards and like how useful they are and are they overtuned and everything like that. It's Magento? I know it's Magento. You're just missing Mystique and wants to play this deck? You can probably play this deck without Mystique. Mystique is kind of only in here to pull from Patriot. Mystique's definitely something you can think about. Let's get the Wasp in there. We are running out of space. It's a bit spooky. Opponent only has 2 cards left to play. We can get Cosmo down. Can't get Cosmo down. I was gonna say, if we can get Cosmo down, we're in a pretty good spot. Opponent's also a Cerebro 2 deck. So they can get +6 potentially there, and they can get plus a million, right? I think opponent's not in a great spot. I'm gonna snap on him. Don't think opponent's in a good spot to beat us. Yeah, it's Cerebro 2 for sure. They're basically just hoping to get Cerebro Mystique here, right? Blue Marvel Cerebro? Huge. This is the other really cool thing with Absorbing Man. We beat this. I'm like 90% sure. I didn't do the math fully, but I'm like pretty sure we beat this. A lot of people don't expect this Absorbing Man play too. The Absorbing Man is really cool in this deck. This is one of my favorite reasons to have this, is the Sarah into Surfer Absorbing Man. It's really nasty. I haven't used it too often, but it's done gangbusters when it works. Like they were probably just like, we can beat Patriot, you know, we can beat Patriot Surfer, we can beat Patriot Mystique, so they kind of like calculated all that out, but they can't beat Silver Surfer Epps, man. Carnage. Okay, that makes my debris play. I think I probably don't want to do then. Can Brood right. Makes Surfer really good, but they could also be running Cosmo in this deck. Okay, now I want to do the debris play. Now I certainly want to do the debris play. Very rude Danger Room. Unless we get Absman here. Yeah, now we certainly want to do this because now they're out of place. I want to get this Misty Knight developed. I think rocks are fine. Let's keep this Misty Knight in our back pocket and we can do some crazy stuff in the last turn. Randomly watching this Twitch channel yesterday advertising that they were infinite 135. They weren't even pool 3. Doesn't count because you're just running. I mean, it does count. I think that saying that it doesn't count is pretty dismissive of something that they did, right? I certainly wouldn't just say like it doesn't count because they're... So this is the Cosmo. Beats just about everything else. Alright, let's think about leader here. Let's think about leader here. Especially if they're going to leader on Camartage, which they could do. Okay. They're going to leader on Camartage, then we want to go Wasp, Misty Knight, Shocker, Patriot, and then Silver Surfer. So they don't get this Patriot. And then that's if they leader right. Then they'll just get these 3 cards and they won't get the Patriot. And then the Silver Surfer buff won't hit anything for the middle. So this is the Cosmo sometimes. We'll see. I think they just brain dead leader right? Let's go play around leader, boys! We play around leader, boys! God, it feels good to play around leader. There's so few things in this game. This is another reason why I really like leader in the game, is because the absolute endorphin rush of working out a way to beat leader just feels so goddamn good, dude. God damn it, it feels good. GG's. I think that getting the Shocker developed is fine. Middle. We have our Patriot, Mystique, Silver Surfer. We might just get these, start getting these going. We're gonna snap here. We have basically all of our best cards. We're just missing Brood, but Brood we can get at any point. We can literally get Brood on the very last turn. So we have 4 draws for Brood out of a 7-card deck. Yeah, that is a big reason why leader is so good, right? You can just fit leader and arrow as the top end of any deck and feel really good. Really good about it. Okay, this is actually really good. Opponent might not get very much here. They probably have 3 drops though if they're running Domino. I hate Galactus, if anything, so unfun because I don't have it. Yeah, it's tough. You have to deal with that in every card game though, right? I'm starting Domino and Mr. Fantastic in the same deck. Weird. I was playing Hazmat Luke Cage deck and they leadered me on 6 where I played Wong and Hazmat and already had Cage on my board, so they just they just beat the shit out of themselves like even more. That's fantastic. Okay, how do we finish out this game here? I think we're like patrioting now. We don't have any 3 drops, so the Silver Surfer isn't super necessary. I don't know where we work this Absman in. Problem with just patrioting now is that we could get Sarah off the rip and it feels a little bad. But I think that's just fine. We don't actually have any really good draws to help with our curve. Opponent helped us out heaps there, so thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the Maximus. I really wanted that card. So now we just yeah, I think we just vibe, we Mystique, and then we like a little bit scared about trying to win this Baxter building if they have Cosmo. A little bit scared of trying to win this Baxter building if they have Cosmo. It could also have Killmonger, quite likely. Killmonger pings off these 3 cards. I have to be worried about that as well. But if they get initiative, we can Brood here next turn. Feel pretty good. Let's see. Could Killmonger just this turn. I don't really know. It's Sarah, we're a little scared. They get initiative? Oh, we didn't get them initiative. We could try and block their Killmonger then with the Cosmo. Okay, if I was our opponent, where would I be Killmongering? How many 3-drops am I hitting here? 3 for 9 power. Is that better than just brooding somewhere? Brood is 8 power on a specific location. I definitely think we have to Cosmo the Killmonger. I think they'll play it middle. To develop a Cosmo there. And then I think it is worth Silver Surfering. We try and win it. We go here. Here. 1, 2, 3. 9 power. This develops 7 in one location, but this spreads it out pretty nice. Let's do this. As long as we can ping off this Killmonger, we're gonna be okay. I think we got it, chat. I think we got the Killmonger. Unless it got played right. If it didn't get played right, I think we got him. Juggernaut? Killmonger? Let's go! Let's go! I wonder if I'm doing Brood Absorbing Man or if I'm waiting to probably try and do Silver Surfer Absorbing Man in the last turn. They do have a Cosmo in the deck, which is a little scary, but maybe we can bait it out later. Hopefully we can bait it out later. I don't know what deck they're running. It's pretty interesting. It feels just like a really, maybe they're doing a Serum Miracle deck too. What I'd assume. Okay, so we have Surfer Absorbing Man. I think we can develop the Brood. We don't have to be too weird about it. I do think we saved the Absorbing Man for the Silver Surfer play. Do they have Storm? I don't remember if they're running Storm or not. If they're running Storm, we have to be a little bit scared about them budging with Limbo. Broodman. And then if they Storm right, then we can Absorbing Man right. Could replace them for Absorbing Man, like Magic, Iron Man, or just a really powerful 3-drops like a Maximus or something like that is pretty good. Beth. Dog's being a psychopath. I think we could vibe. We don't have to go too crazy. Oh, they're playing the Dracula Serum Miracle list where they play Chavez. So we have to remember they're definitely going to have a Chavez at the end of the game. Develop a Cyclops. Don't need to develop the Wasp yet. You're getting 3-drops out there. If we don't get the Patriot, we're just playing out the Mystique Raw next turn. I'm really scared of them having Storm. I can't imagine they'd have Storm, be able to fit Storm in this list though. Jubilee? Interesting. Play Chavez. Okay, we could just Sarah this turn. We could just Sarah and then we could like Mystique. We have option to Patriot Silver Surfer Absorbing Man or Mystique Silver Surfer Absorbing Man. I think it's probably the best play. I'm still really scared that they're going to Storm. So if we're scared that they're going to Storm, maybe we try and win multiple lanes somehow. Maybe we play this Wasp out this turn. No, they're not going to have probably a good Dracula hit. Let's see what happens. I'm going to get Sarah for them. Giganto, very spooky. Cosmo, we don't have initiative. Very, very scary. Okay, we want max power middle. And max power right. And 1 power Wasp left is a joke. Chunks. +6, +9, +12. They can work out an Infinite play here. It's going to be really spooky. If they can get this to discard an Infinite, we're going to lose. But I think outside of that, we have a win. Outside of them being able to get a Infinite off of this Dracula, which might be part of the idea of the deck. It's going to be really good. We're going to get a lot of power. I don't know. They're probably not gonna be scared left, but we didn't have a way to get to left. And Cosmo could be plus. Maybe if Cosmo left was a little bit better because it's +9 there. And the Lizard's going down. Dude, did they get it so they get the Infinite? Dude, I think he had it so he got the Infinite. That's gonna be really well played if he did. I think he's gonna get the Infinite off of this, dude. How many cards left in deck? Yeah, if he runs the Infinite on this deck, I think he's got it. GG's, dude. GG's. So my other play I could have thought about would be developing this Cosmo left. If I develop this Cosmo left, then we hit a tie here. They go to 24. We win this by 8. Oh, dude, if we had played the Cosmo left, we would have won by 1 power, chat. We would have done this. So we thought about this later after we'd already hit end turn. We thought about maybe playing the Cosmo left was good because it ties up over here, but we were just a little bit late in like doing it before we actually did it. But the Cosmo left would have won the game by 1 single power, chat. 1 single power. Great job, Cetof. Well played, dude. Bar Sinister. How do we use Bar Sinister? All right, chat, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it, chat. Please don't be more than 2 power. Please don't be more than 2 power. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Don't play, as long as they don't play anything middle or anything more than 2 power right, we win. Or unless they have Killmonger. Come on. Come on. No, no, no. We don't snap here. We never snap here. Let's go! Let's go! Oh man, nice Thors. Nice Thors, dude. Oh, I'm facing the might of Asgard, baby. Mjolnir. GG's. Dude, I tried to do that so much when Bar Sinister was the hot location. Oh man. That didn't take long, huh? GG's, dude. Oh, I tried to do this so much when Bar Sinister was the hot location. But basically, you have to get ahead on both lanes, because if they can play anything bigger than a breed, you don't get ahead on both, you just lose. But if you don't, you get it, man. Oh, that was a good one. Let's go. Make sure to subscribe. Watch that one too.